All right. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate you all. Mr. Ike, we are waiting for you to come talk to us here. I need to post out the link to the public now. I wanted to prioritize the people that were on the comment section first, but I'm gonna post it to the public now so that the public, anybody can join us so that we can quickly round up everything here. Please use a link to join us. Okay. The link to use in joining us right now will be posted. Please join us on the panel. We still have a couple of space here. Mr. Ike, I really want to hear from you what you were saying earlier on, or if you think you are done already, that's fine. Let's take a quick 1 minute break, and before that, we can have more people. God bless you all.
I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you,
I've already
forgive
joined
me.
you.
Show me love. Go there, biza.
Okay, I can see you now, sir. I'm coming.
I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love.
I go show you love.
But I know they do competition with anybody. Forgive me, show me love, oh, I go show you love, Kama bara wa lo nínú ìfẹ́ kan.
I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love, I go show you love, Kama bara wa lo nínú ìfẹ́ kan.
Okay, thank you very much, everybody. Please, everybody stay mute, except Mr. Ike, because he was passing a very, very important message earlier on. I'm muting you all. Thank you very much. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. This is the second broadcast for this evening. We are not here to play any video. We're just going to continue for where we're talking. Or if you have anything you want to talk about, like Mr. Ike just came up with a very, very vital information, you can. So, Mr. Ike, you have the floor. Talk to us.
Okay. Thank you, Brother Elvis, for allowing me to come back again. You can see the emotion in my talking. Imo State, during the time of Mbagwe, was a modest state that people used as an example. Imo State, Lagos State, and Kano State. Abubakar Rimi Jakonde, and let Sam Mbagwe. These were the brightest of Nigerian politicians in 1979. And after the death of Sam Bakweti, today we have never had any good governor in Imo State. Emeki Ihodiaha came, even though we had hoped that he's going to be a good governor, which he started well until he lost in the Supreme Court. And he joined back to PDP. He made a comment he made during this time around against Peter Obi. So he knows that his political career is gone in Imo State. And I know last week he withdrew from the governorship race. I don't know why he withdrew, but there is a rumor I'm hearing that he wants to join Labour Party. I am warning Labour Party. The last mistake they will ever do is to allow Emeka Ihedioha into the Labour Party in Imo State. These are the people. These are the same people who fought Peter Obi stand still. They said everything they can say against Mr. Peter Obi, but the will of the people prevailed. But as the governorship of Imo State, if the Labour Party National Executive don't give us a candidate in Imo State that will say, go and verify, they should kiss goodbye to Imo State. And if they lose Imo State in the southeast, they should count it like losing Lagos State. So I am appealing to Labour Party. There should be free, fair, credible primary election in Imo State. And let the people make their choice who they want to rule them. I don't want to know how they want to conduct their primary. But I would like it to be an open primary, where the whole delegate, if they have the 7 or 10,000 people, should vote. Not selection of few people to go and cast vote, and people will buy vote. We do not want any buying vote in Imo State primary in Labour Party. Please, I am begging Labour Party in Imo, the National Executive. We want somebody like Peter Obi who will say, go and verify. Because of this carelessness, we lose Enugu State. We lost Enugu State that we are not supposed to lose in the governorship election, even though that it was rigged. But if it was supposed to be a candidate that people needed, no matter how PDP wanted to rig Enugu State, they would never rig Enugu State. We have no governorship candidate in Ebonyi State. That is the $1 million question, why we didn't have a governorship in Ebonyi State. So Imo State is a state that we should not lose by any favoritism of any kind, by collecting money from anybody. I don't want to know how much you have contributed to Labour Party. I don't want to know what sacrifices you have made. If you are not the choice for governorship in Imo State, please don't go near that governorship primary. We need a credible candidate as a governorship candidate in Imo State. Please, I am begging Labour Party. Otherwise, we are going to work against anybody that is not the candidate of Imo State people. We will work against that candidate. And I am going to work against any candidate that is not the candidate of the people of Imo State, that is chosen by the people, not by few people in Labour Party or whatever. I don't want to know how they want to organize their primary. I'm not giving them the way to organize their primary, but Imo State is as important as Edo State. They should not play with Imo State because we have suffered so much in Imo State. Imo State has become a killing field. We have a governor that was not elected by the people. We have a governor that was imposed on the people of Imo State. We have been crying for the past since they made Hope Uzodinma governor of Imo State. Nothing good has come out of Imo State. It is killing every day. It is kidnapping every day. It is stealing every day. Omuma magic is what is going on in Imo State. There was no election in the whole of Olu local government during the presidential election, but there was result counted for APC. Where was the vote cast? Labour Party should avoid the same mistake. They should invest everything they have to make sure that they win Imo State, the governorship election, and they don't stay. These two states, we shall not lose for any reason. Whether they have money, they don't have money. I don't care whether they have money or they don't have money. The governorship candidate must be the people's candidate, and they must support that candidate. We're not looking for money back. We're looking for credible candidate as governor of Imo State. That's what Peter Obi represents. That is what Labour Party represents. I do not want to be a party that at the end of the day, somebody that becomes the governorship candidate of Labour Party in Imo State is somebody that bought his way into that place. We are going to work against that candidate. So Labour Party should hear my voice. I want Imo State, we need somebody that can represent what Labour Party represents and what our principles stand for. Please, my emotions is too high because I've been hearing so many stories about Imo State governorship primary. I don't want to go too far anymore, but this is my own part. We have suffered too much in Imo State, and if Labour Party make the mistake of imposing anybody that is not what the people want, they should kiss goodbye to Imo State. Thank you, my brother.
Okay. Although I don't really have enough information from what you're saying, but it looks like there's some kind of conspiracy already going on right there in Imo State. So that's why I have to create this broadcast so that I can hear more about it. A lot is going on, within the Labour Party as well. Like I said before, I'm supporting Peter Obi, not Labour Party. It's because Peter Obi is the flag bearer right there in Labour Party. That's why many of us are supporting them. So if you guys find any kind of corruption, manipulation, conspiracy, right there, why not speak out? Because that's what I stands for. I'm not supporting any party, So yeah, but I don't really have much to say about it because I don't have enough details about it as well. But I don't know if anybody have any details on that. But let's just move on. Let me uh okay before let me let me hear from give us our mandate. Give us our mandate. Please talk to us. Maybe we can learn one or two things from you. Are you there?
Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now, my brother.
Uh,
Thank you.
Thank you very much for creating this second section
Thank you.
and get up and then probably go to bed for the night and then get ready for tomorrow. As everybody look forward to a new week. Thank you so much for that first session. I mean, to the incident that actually happened, um, it just tells that Nigeria is actually, I don't want to use any bad word because I so much believe in Nigeria that a new Nigeria is possible. But with the young man that actually came on here to say what he said, it's so um, discouraging and disheartening to hear somebody speak like that. And I say that to just make us all understand that the fights that we're fighting today, even though we have Peter Obi as the um, leader of the movement, the fight is beyond Peter Obi. The fight is beyond Neobi. The fight is beyond Mr. Hike. The fight is beyond Mr. Edwin. The fight is for the soul of Nigeria. Because what more can you say if somebody can come on a live media and say that we should not spin hate speech about somebody that's committed a crime in America of drugs, forgery. And to that man, I even put it to him. Tinubu is 71. Tinubu's daughter is 65. So what is going on here, people? And I'm not speaking like a saint. I'm not speaking like somebody that is clean or maybe too perfect. No, we're just saying that we cannot have a drug lord, someone that forged certificates, someone that you cannot even trace his background, his antecedents to anything, to be the president of Nigeria. Are we saying that other presidents of the world are perfect or they are more cleaner? No, everybody have their own shortfalls. But we know if that's the case, then American also can decide to have a drug lord as their president. And let me cast you guys' mind back to the fact that even though Trump was the president of America, Trump was taken to court because of his tax and he's been indicted. Now, Trump was taken to court because of sexual allegation. Now, if you just oppose that, because now we as human beings, we place rank on which one is more grievous. Now, a drug lord, somebody that has ruled a state for the past 24 years. I wish people can travel to Lagos State and see how Lagos State has been dilapidated. The last time I went in, I think 2 years ago, the places where I grew up, where I went to secondary school, whenever I talk to people, I almost just want to shed tears because they destroyed everywhere. And this man is still holding on that state up until now. And somebody can come on a live media and say, was spinning a speech for saying that a drug lord should not be the president of Nigeria. Like, I don't get it. These are killers. These are murderers. It's not like they know what they're doing before the election and during the election and even after the election. They kill people by inciting different things, the tribal speech, the religious bigotry, and all of that. People were killed in Lagos. My Southeast brothers were killed in Lagos. My Southeast brothers were beaten in Lagos. I'm from Southwest, but I care about my Southeast brother, my Northern brother, my South brothers. I don't care where you come from Nigeria. You are my brother. And you're telling me that whatever we say is hate speech, and you can support a drug lord on live media, and you're saying you're Showore's follower. Is that what Showore is teaching you guys? And so Nigerians, that is what the country is becoming, because now some people are somewhere rejoicing that, oh, after all, by 29th of May, in their dream, I keep saying it is in their dream that they will get that president. But we will get the right president on 29th of May by God's grace. We will get the right person, which is Peter Gregory will be GCFR. Because I don't understand why. Do you know that even debate here in America, children, they watch debates, they listen to debates just to aspire for the future, just to begin to build their destiny for the future. Children listen to debates. Do you know how many children make fun of Trump when they were debating in America? Children making fun of Trump. Children in their six, in their seven, making fun of Trump during the campaign in America and during the debates. And then you're saying that for saying that, I mean, it's out there in Chicago. It's not that we are accusing him. He's out there in Chicago that he has a drug case. And am I crucifying him? No. I also have my own fault, but I mean, what we're saying here is it is not good in the eyes of the world. And then coming back to what Mr. Ike just said about Imo State. And so let me speak to that also. Mr. Gregory Peter Obi. Mr. Peter Gregory Obi, His Excellency, the President of Nigeria, GCFR. You are our president. You are the leader of this movement. You are the leader of Labour Party. Please listen to what Mr. Ike just said. Peradventure, you're listening. And if your surrogate are listening, please pay attention to Imo State. It only took the grace of God for us to get Abia State. If not that we have a God-fearing woman, Abia State would have slipped out of our hands. Thank God for Inena Oti that stood our ground and said, the pastor in me and the mother in me will not allow me to rig the election. So now, if Mr. Ike is crying to you guys to get the candidate that the people need, the only reason why Mr. Ike is crying is that so that it can be an easy ride to Eldorado. Please, Labour Party, obedient movement in Imo State, please pay attention to what Mr. Ike just said. We need to begin to have the right people in power so that we can begin to take Nigeria back. We all saw what happened in the first section of this program. The obedient are wise people. Just one call now, somebody is freaking out already. That means you cannot bamboozle the obedient movement. So please, Mr. Peter Gregory will be national chairman of Labour Party. All of the obedient speakers and people, please pay attention to what Mr. Ike is saying. Enugu State would have been our own. We lost it. It only took Ebonyi. We didn't have anybody there. It took the grace of God for us to get Abia State. So please and please, during the primaries, look for somebody that can say, go and verify, like our principal. We need to start taking Nigeria back from the hand of these people, even as we wait for the court case to be deliberated on, and then Mr. Peter will get his mandate, because he's going to get the mandate. Nigeria must be revived. Nigeria is possible. Nigeria is now or never. So please pay attention to him and do the right thing. Don't just impose somebody on them in Imo State. No. that will not work. Let the people's voice be heard. Let the people make their choice. Let the people seek who they want. And so when they do that, it will be easy right to Eldorado. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother. Give us a mandate. God bless you. Okay. We have couple of people who just joined us. But meanwhile, let's just take it one by one because I have people that who have been waiting as well. Okay, let me go to Busy Brains. Busy Brains. Okay, before I come to you, Busy Brains, please just hold on. Just hold on. This caller have been calling since. Thank you very much, caller. Your name and where you're calling us from.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good
What's your
morning.
name? Where you calling from?
Okay, I'm calling from Sofia. My name is Mr. Philip.
Okay, go ahead.
My name is Kiko. First of all, ask for time because each time I call, you just tell me 1 minute, 10
Okay,
seconds.
okay.
You know.
Now you get time. Now you get time. You go ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, first of all, let me say it plain and clear. I like the way your program is going, bringing everyone together just to share their view. Even some other parties are here from PDP and APC.
Thank you.
You know, that is very important. Let me start with what this brother just said. The previous one before this one about what is going on in Imo State. I want to make it clear, and I will stand by it. I think someone said it on. I think he's one of these Nollywood stars, something like that, and I stand with that. He said it is an OB movement. Like it's not like Labour Party movement. Don't get me wrong. No party in Nigeria is righteous as it stands now. We're not getting to that stage, right? We're not getting to that stage. Probably if our principal or our principal, sorry to say, get the mandate, then he can start saying, okay, before you come into this party, you must have, there is a procedure, you must keep to this standard, you must have your, you must see your past record, you know, what you have, go and verify what you have done. But as it stands now, we are fully obedient, not fully Labour Party. Please let us not get it wrong. And in Ebonyi State, the current governor worked there a lot. I don't see any obedient coming to say obedient take over. Take over with take over. What you want to do? You see, we don't know these people. They might be devil in them, trying to use Labour Party to cover up. You understand? So I'm going for obedient. Doesn't mean if there's an election in some states which I'm living, then I see a better candidate from APC or PDP. I tell me I should for Labour Party. No, we are going for personality. What you have done, you understand? What you have done previously, if you have it in mind, that's what I'm going for. You understand? Then, secondly, if by the grace of God, which I'm sure that money is given back to us. See, there is this saying. I keep on saying this thing. That means there is this saying that we have a lot of Muslims than the Christian. No, they know that our Peter Obi is going to debunk all these things. We have more Christians than Muslims in this country, for God's sake. They keep on covering everything. We have more population in the south, combined as a whole, southwest, south, and southeast, than the north. Then this man is going to debunk all these things, going to expose everything. But they are being scared. You understand? This man is going to do a lot of damage there. You understand? They know most of the people living in northern part of Nigeria are people from neighboring countries which they don't document. I've been there. They all flowing like it's like a free border thing. You understand? So these are the things that we are going. That is why we are going for this man, not because of he's too righteous. No, but it's far more better than this hypocrite, this devil we have. They keep on parenting us for the past 24 years. You understand? So I stand with that we should see what is ahead of us, because this man is going to not. I mean, I'm not saying he's going to do the overall or make Nigeria become like America, like you usually say. He said, stop comparing Nigeria with America. We still have a long way to go. Let's try to be like most of these poor European countries. There are so many poor European countries, and just Nigeria are way richer than. But I tell you, this country have constant light, good roads. They having social amenities are just there. What we need now is social amenities, like constant, no brink of lights. It should just be there. Cameras everywhere, good road. Then we go from there. Nigerian politicians, Nigerian folks, people want to be like America overnight. It's not possible. These are not done that way. You understand? Him going there is to stop this criminal acts, embezzling money, splashing money everywhere. People splashing money from all means. You understand? It's going to stop all those things in a gradual process. Where young boys and young guys will feel excited joining the military, joining the police, pull off all those bombastic illiterates who doesn't know what they are doing as a uniform man. You understand? Give the right weapons and things to well-trained police and uniform men that respect citizens. That is what this man is going there to do the right thing. I hear people saying that what is in Anambra State. No, see, I keep on saying that you can't build a house. If I'm building a house, I get to a stage that I feel okay, my snowball can take over, or my snowball can take over. It continues. It's a step. Everybody is building. I'm not the only one building. If I build, I get to my let me just say, okay, to my maximum knowledge. You can continue from there. We are all building. America was not built by Abraham Lincoln. No, he gave the way for everybody to build. Everybody's not building. That is my own contribution. Let me stop it. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. I understand what you're saying.
Brother
Okay.
Brother Elvis, can I respond to him with one or
Okay.
two?
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
A kind of an information. I understand what he's saying about personality. But remember, Obedient Movement is not a political party. It was very clear that Peter Obi contested the election under Labour Party because Obedient is not a political party. So it's the same thing. We Obedient in Enugu State supported the candidate of APGA. What was his position? He came distant third or fourth. That's what we're saying. It was the wave of Mr. Peter Obi that took Erdogan to even winning Enugu State. It's not about our obedience. We want individuals, yes. That's why I am crying credible people. Doesn't mean that if eventually the Labour Party did not nominate somebody who is credible in Labour Party, if there is any other party that has a credible candidate that we are not going to vote, we're going to vote the person. But remember that Peter Obi is under Labour Party, it's not under Obedient, because Obedient is not a political party. There is no party called Obedient. So we should also try to marry what we are. You have to face part. It is politics. You have to belong to a political party to be able to contest the election. That's what Peter Obi did. So I am not saying that because if you're a member of Labour Party, if they put a criminal, vote him. No, we vote people. We are voting credible people. That's what we want. But I am just giving an example of Imo State, like Edo State, the contribution of Edo State to Labour Party and the Obedient Movement. Edo State, Imo State, Abia State, like Lagos State, is very, very vital and important for Peter Obi as a political party, candidate of a political party. That's why I am hammering the issue of Imo State, that we need Imo State, but we need a credible person in Imo State. That was why I'm talking about Labour Party. I know that all of us are obedient. We are not members of Labour Party. But remember that you have to, as obedient, we are member of Labour Party through Peter Obi. So that's my observation. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ike. Thank you, sir. Okay, let me hear from Busy Brains. Busy Brains, thank you very much for your patience. Please talk to us, madam. Good evening to you. Are you available? Okay, I'm not sure you're available right now, Busy Brains. Okay, I'll go to ED. ED, please talk to us.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you for your patience.
I just wanted to follow up with what Mr. Ike said. One of the reasons why our principal is not the president-elect today is because of how he was, cheated at the state level. So most of like for example, states like Rivers State, it was because of the power that the governor of that state wielded in a negative way during the election that Peter Obi did not get his real vote counts in that state. So when we say we want Labour Party in authority at the state level, it's not just we trying to blindly follow a party. We have to be realistic about the way politics is played. Not just in Nigeria, globally. In the United States, George Bush Jr. Was able to win. Was it the second term? Because it came down to just one state, Florida, and who was the governor of Florida? His brother. So we understand the soft power that governors play in a presidential system of government. So we're not saying the governor should go there and influence things by cheating in our favor. We're just saying that having a governor that represents your party is a plus in politicking when it comes to the Nigerian political space. We can't just, and I think this is just maybe like the juvenile tendency of most Obedience to think of politics as a very idealistic thing and not think about it in practical terms. One of the war cries that they were using against us is that we did not have structures. And we have opportunities to create these structures, but then among ourselves, we keep saying, oh no. See, whatever good thing you think that APC guy in Ebonyi has been doing, that guy probably worked against Peter Obi and Peter Obi's presidency. You would not be surprised that in Ebonyi, Peter Obi had more votes than was counted for him because he's an APC man. He's beholden to Tinubu. So let's talk these very juvenile arguments of, who says that Labour Party cannot select a credible candidate? It's going to be an advantage to us and even to the movement of our principle to have more of a stalwarts at the state level. So let's not over idealize these issues. Politics is practical. And then I wanted to talk about, today we've been talking so much about the video recording, and it just occurs to me that these, APC, they are very cunning. I don't want to use the word smart. They are very cunning. They know what's going to happen tomorrow. And it seems like we all forgot what was supposed to happen tomorrow. Tomorrow is when we are going to Washington to make the world know that this is where we stand. And they brought this thing out just to sort of douse our enthusiasm. And here we are. For the past 5-6 hours, all we've been talking about is an audio recording. They just want to sow that seed of discord through religious, dog whistling. They want to sow that seed of discord among us so that instead of thinking about how we're going to organize and make our voice heard at the global level tomorrow, we're talking about an audio recording. This is just much ado about nothing. Because really, what did Peter Obi say if he really said it? So please, let's reroute our focus. We are marching on Washington tomorrow. And by the grace of God, our voice will be heard. And there will be positive response in that regard. And I mean, to make things even worse, these guys, they are making a lot of, mileage out of this thing. I just went to one of our news forums in Nigeria, and I was seeing, some of these APC stalwarts saying, okay, they're gonna spread this audio recording all over the north, and these people, we are dealing with demons here. So let us not even not pay them any attention. Our focus should be about tomorrow. Let's not allow them douse our enthusiasm. And then to Mr. Ike's point about us, selecting the most credible candidates at the state level, which also goes to what the speaker alluded to. I mean, I'm from Edo State, and I think, thankfully, the proprietor of this platform is also from Edo State, and his voice is such a very respectable one. And this platform is a huge sounding board as to how the politics of Edo State is being played. So I want to also beg us that we should use this platform as time goes on to start maybe projecting, candidates that have verifiable records, candidates that are credible. I actually have a choice of a candidate because even though I'm from Edo South, I believe for
You
the
mean
sake of
you mean
equity.
you mean a choice of candidate in Edo State? You talking about?
No, I'm not saying that you should project a candidate personally, but I'm saying that we should probably start discussing things like that,
No, no,
discussing
no. You mean
candidates.
governorship
Yes,
candidate,
the
right?
governorship of Edo
I
State.
know
Yes.
we will come to that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So my point is that we should probably bring them, examine them, put them under the microscope here, and let's do that within the tenets of what Mr. Peter Obi represents. Because I believe this platform has bought into the vision of a new Nigeria that Mr. Peter Obi has been projecting. So tenets of equity. For example, I just believe that it is not fair, even though I'm a Benin man, for us to have a Benin man or someone that represents the AFMI part of Nigeria, of Edo State, being projected as a governor again. I don't care whether you talk about credibility, whether performance or anything. I believe there's an Asian man that should be able to do whatever you want. And of course, I know some. I mean, by that time, I believe I'll be able to speak on this issue. So the same thing goes for Imo State. There are credible people. I know Sam Amadi. I know there's I think one Abaso man. These are people who have shown by their records that they represent the ideals of a new Nigeria that we are trying to birth. So yes, let's start. Because this platform is an opinion leader, not just in Edo politics but in national politics. Yes, God has given you that privilege. Let's start using this place as a soundboard to determine who leads at the state level. Because a lot of what happens in our presidential election boils down to what happens at the states. Imagine a Wike, blatantly, denying the people of their will. Or is it in Nasir El-Rufai? Or even in Lagos State, we actually got more than that. In Plateau State, there was already a lot of cry of triumph that we had over 800,000 lead in terms of the votes. But at the end of the day, they were able to compress it because these are places that are manned by APC people, and no matter how good they are, they must represent their party's interest, and that's something we need to really nip. So thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I might have to leave now. I want to really appreciate you. I know it's really late in Nigeria for the fact that you are still staying, well, even in the UK, because Nigeria and the UK, they use the same time. The fact that you are still awake at this time tells a lot about your passion to see a new Nigeria, and God will reward us, and God will bless you richly for it. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. I just want to appreciate you as well. Thank you for the recognition and for the good words. I want you to know that without people like you, we cannot be doing what we're doing today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you, my brother. All right. I would like us to quickly. Busy Brains, are you there with us now? Okay. In case you're not there, I might remove you because a couple of people want to join us now. ED, you are leaving. Are you leaving now?
Yeah, let me leave now.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, I can see some people want to come in. Amanda Rita, do you want to come in before someone else will take the spot? Okay, let me move on now to Mr. Edwin. Mr. Edwin, sir, if you are there, if you never sleep, talk to us, sir.
Thank you very much, Naija
Because
Watch.
I know, say Mr. Edwin, they quit sleep.
So thank you very much,
Thanks, sir.
fellow panelists. Thank you all, everybody. Madam Reverend, yeah, Rita, I greet all of you. Most especially the way we wanna handle our brother and we wanna also stay forgiven. And praise and thank all of you because I know that two things will happen to them. To say person do it, the person want do. Even if they don't pick him, you can't be on that watch list for life, which is dangerous. And that word, if they want really punish him, they put him on that watch list. If you can't go put him as somebody who will be say you go there on no flight zone, you know go know. There are different ways they do it. But I thank God the boy also follow advice. I also respect him for listening to people. And then thank you very much for your body. Now, as regard what we have been debating since or discussing, I think APC people, these are like drowning people. They are looking for people whom they are going to sink with. They are not sure they will survive the court ruling. So they want to start what we call spoiler game. They start to spoil everything. So if you say I will not have it, you will not have it. But they forgot that they are not God. If God has destined Peter Obi, then who are they as a mere mortal, mere human being to come and say they are not going to spoil it? That's the way I'm seeing it. Then the act of violence and lawlessness they are trying to practice is another thing that calls for concern. But I know they will not succeed by the heavenly power of God Almighty. They will not succeed because we've been suffering. That country has been suffering. Every Nigerian has been suffering, and at the end, everybody. I'll tell you, 70% of people abroad they are tired. They want to return home, and the security, light, and good road. I think it's okay. It's just okay. That we are expecting. We are not asking for too much. So if they can give it to us, fine. My brother, the two speaker before now, I think Ike the name is Ike. Uncle, if you have anybody you people know that can be fact checked and they can be trusted, say it now. Suggest to Labour Party. So this executive can also do their findings about that person. I think that one is very important because all you were saying is that it's like you don't know who is supposed to be or who will be preferably be chosen by the people or be accepted by the people, but maybe they are going another way around. Please, if there's idea, if there's anybody you know that will do the job for Imo State, please suggest on the platform so that the message can also get to them, the Labour Party.
Thank you, sir. I am working on that. I'm working on that in Imo State. I will get to the platform soon too. You know, I have people on the ground watching what is going on. So I'm working
Thank you
towards that.
very much because we just the help you are going to do for them is also going to be a help you are doing for yourself. So we all should put our heads together, suggest what we do, we help. So we all leave this land. It's sojourner land that we don't find ourselves. We max Exodus here. And when we are tired, we're supposed to max Exodus back home. By the grace of God, we shall all succeed. And that was, my brother, I know you are a patient human being. God has given you a sense of direction to manage on, and then with that sense of direction never depart from you. Understanding, simplicity, love of oneness that you are, displaying and you are using to carry everybody along may it not depart from you.
Amen.
So,
Thank you, sir.
fellow Nigerians all over, this fight for the betterment of our country, our nation, may the Almighty come and crown it for all of us, so I can go back home from our mind. So thank you. I read for now.
Thank you, Mr. Edwin. Thank you, sir. God bless you. Thanks for your continuous support here. All right. Let me go to Bernard.
Sorry, Mr. Elvis. I think something like breeze is coming from somewhere. If that person can mute it, to be fine.
I've done it now. Thank you for bringing my attention to that. Okay. Mr. Bernard, are you there with us? Good evening to you.
Yeah, I'm here in Niger Watch.
Okay, please talk to us.
And once again, I want to thank you for your contribution to reshaping the politics in Nigeria. and for all that you are doing.
Thank
And
you
I
so
want to thank all those our brothers and sisters that have dedicated their time to reshaping the political landscape of Nigeria. It's a war, and it's a war between good and evil. It's a war between light and darkness.
exactly.
If um, I could quote from the Bible, there was a place in the Bible talking about the war between the house of David and the house of Saul, how it lasted for a very long time. But there is something the Bible says, it said the house of Saul became weaker and weaker, and the house of David became stronger and stronger. And that is what I will encourage everyone here, as we don't throw our confidence off there, our house will become stronger and stronger. I believe that obedient movement is bigger than Peter Obi. And everybody, let me tell you, it's not only uh, good people of Nigeria, it's also about good people of Africa. How the acceptance of Obi, celebration of Obi is across the boundaries of Nigeria. And that is what Africans want to see. They want to see a leader, a figure who is like Moses to deliver Africa from the hands of bondage. And that is what Obi represents. But remember, the Pharaohs and the Egyptians didn't want the people of Israelites to get their freedom. Even irrespective of all signs, all wonders, they refused to let Israel go. But I know at the end of the day, Israel had their freedom. And so shall it be concerning Nigeria. One day, and that time, I know it has come. It has come. So we shouldn't give up hope. And we should know that, the other time, some years back, we had a president. They called him evil genius. But I've seen the going through the antecedent of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I see a real evil genius. And he didn't start it today. He is a real, I just wish that Tinubu is a good man. I just wish that, his plan is, he's a good man. He could have done very well. Because why did I say this? Because he's a good planner. He put his strategies very, very well. So that you go to the judiciary, he is there. You go to the police force, he is there. There was a picture I saw the other day. I don't know, I can't confirm it. But in that picture, it was Tinubu and they say it's the children of the DSS director. So you see that just like they said that God has the whole world in his hands, he scattered all of them, all authority, judiciary, everything. And it's like he had them in his hand. And what are they using? The tactics they are using on Nigerians: divide and rule, religion and ethnicity. These are the two tactics they are using. And you see, I think we must develop a strategy to ourselves I know that majority of the people here talking, they are Christians. I am a Christian too. But you see that it is the fight we are fighting is about Nigeria. Is total liberation of Nigeria, which also includes even the Muslims, because they feed those people with wrong information. And that is what they want to keep feeding them. I think also time has come for us to devise a means to let even the Muslim brothers and sisters know. Uh, let me say this. I am from the eastern part of Nigeria. But if tomorrow somebody like Rochas Okorocha come to contest for presidency, and Dati Ahmed comes to contest for presidency, I won't think twice. If there is something like voting 1,000 times, I will vote for Dati 1,000 times. Not because of we time has come for us to go beyond religion, beyond ethnicity. There is something I was talking the other day with my family, and somebody, the person, one of them said, "These Muslim people." I said, "No, it's not about Muslim. It's not about Muslim at all." I said, "Go to Dubai." I said, "Go." I mentioned different Muslim countries. I said, things are working there. It's not about Muslim. It's about people that understand. It's about people that have common sense and have national mind and want to take their nation to the next level. Evil people can come out from Christian religion. Evil people also can come out from Islamic religion. So the tactics of APC is to use divide and rule through the weapon of religion and through the weapon of ethnicity. And this is message we must continue to push out there. I think time has come for us to have many religious leaders in our group that will help us to make their people understand that this is not about religion, and that these people that have used the weapon of religion to destabilize us and to enslave us all these years. So it must be a cause. I don't know how we'll do it, but I think it must be a strategy we must get adopted. Religious leaders must be here, both from Christian groups, because, like by the time an imam is talking to his community that this is not about religion, this is about total emancipation of Nigeria, total liberation of Nigeria. These people that have been really, they've been deceiving us with the names of, with the coat of religion all this while. And what have they done for you? So it's about who will lead Nigeria to the next level, irrespective of the religion the person comes from. Another thing is ethnicity. So we must drive this. We must communicate this, and we must bring people. I don't know, but I think it is a strategy we must adopt to bring people of different religion on board, to make, to get out there to communicate to their communities that this is not all about religion. If you look at the likes of Kayamo, I think so, that's his name, Kayamo. He specializes in this kind of politics, this kind of voice leak and all those. That is his area of specialty. They can take it. APC, they are trained in things like that. Leak it and hit hard, and divide and rule and have their way. But I want to encourage us. We shouldn't, give up hope. We shouldn't be discouraged. We must win this power of wickedness. But I am advocating Let us extend more hands, because most of the times I see the majority of the people on this platform, they are Christians. I'm a good Christian, but we have Muslim communities, and there is nobody could talk to the Muslim communities as their Muslim brothers, as their Muslim sisters. Nobody could talk to them. And that is why I like, I think, Aisha. I watch her. Nobody could talk. We need to have many of them. We need to indoctrinate them with the mindset of liberating Nigeria from the shackles of religion. And I think that will help us very, very well. And to the person that, to the brother here that spoke about Imo State, I think what you said is very, very important. Very, very important. And maybe we could, Niger Watch, most of the times I've seen the pool you put up on the screen, and, sample people's opinion, and you get some feedbacks. Maybe the brother that talked about Imo State, let us know those candidates, and we could maybe open a pool for them, and we could pass on our suggestions, our recommendations, because look at what those people look at what one of the antics of APC, and that is what they did in Imo State. Let me tell you what they did in Imo State. What happened in Imo State is because of the election. Is because of this election. That was why what happened in Imo State happened. So it didn't just happen. They planned it ahead of time. And what they planned is to get a man that when the time comes, we destabilize the system so they can have a good number that could help them to succeed. So Imo State is strategic to whatever thing, very, very strategic. So if there are recommendations you could make so that we can, start voicing out to, start making commendations and all those is very, very important. And I think it is good to start making those noise, communicating it to the Labour Party people is very, very good. The point you made is very important. And I think Niger Watch, I will suggest that such discussion be made over and over and over, because they say repetition is the mother of lasting impression. So I want to thank you once again for the opportunity, and I want to encourage you. What you are doing, you are doing much. You are doing much. You will get discouragement sometimes, but don't give up. The fight for liberty is not fought one day. It can take a long time, but endurance brings one to the destination he desires. I want to thank everybody, and I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak to us. I love all of you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Bernard. I really appreciate your submission. Thanks for your acknowledgement as well. God bless you, sir. Okay, let's see. Okay, the next person here now that we need to hear from is Ghost Power. Ghost Power, I would like to hear from you again if you're available right there. Okay, let me pick a call. Since Ghost Power is not responding, let me see who's calling in. Hello, yeah, good evening to you, or rather, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Good evening, good morning, good all. I'm calling you from the United States. My name is Patrick.
Thank you, sir.
Well, I'm really happy hearing the much I'm hearing. Just one or two points I want to point out here. First, on the Bishop Oyedipo and Obi conversation, that's not Oyedipo's voice. I was once in the Winners' Chapel. I had worshipped in his church personally several times. Two, Obi is an Igbo man. I want to say this. watch the way that person was saying, yes, daddy, yes, daddy. No Igbo man says it that way. An Igbo man will answer you, honor you, and stand firm, listen to you. He won't say that, yes, sir, a million times. I have gone around Nigeria. I don't want to describe exactly why I'm here, but I have worn the uniform of Nigeria. I have gone around and I know what I'm saying. I retired from there before I came back here. That is one. Two, let us not be deceived. You may not have Muslims there on the platform. A lot of Muslims are with you. They are saving their head. They don't want to come speak out. Like the last speaker said, bring imam, bring this, bring. Any imam that shows face there today, don't be surprised tomorrow you look for him, you won't find him again. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Now,
you are you.
We are struggling for a new Nigeria. We want Nigeria to move. I don't want to say things that may be inciting. I was in government. I'm retired. I was retired almost 5 years before my time because of what I spoke out. Now, the truth is this. We can't continue like this. But I met Tinubu that we are talking about. The year back in the early 80s that I came back from the United States after my university education, that was the first time I had a Bola met Tinubu. And it was not all palatable about him. But then, I have kept continually watching his progress in politics because of what? Crudeness, rawness, dirtiness. And to be very honest, somebody there talked about, divide and rule. But Ahmed Tinubu has a trait for certain groups of people in Nigeria. No disguise about this. What he's waiting for is to find himself in government. Then he will try to actualize whatever he thinks he wants. But I want to please encourage you people. Do not feel despair. This battle is as good as won, having been won. Look at the issue of somebody displaying in the aircraft and all the rest of them. I see these people don't have anywhere to hide anymore. These people do not have anywhere to hide anymore. So the best they can do now is to do what? Look for where to hold P2B in the leg and pull him back. Look at him, see he has taken a wrong step here. He has done this there. How many times have EFCC said they have tried to investigate him, and yet they have not found anything? And they are very bold. Loud enough to say, we are still investigating him. Is it not a shame? DSS is a government body that is supposed to be a watchdog over Nigerians and the Nigerian nation. But they are now serving a cabal, a group, not the nation anymore. And then, unfortunately, our incumbent president has been there this many days and weeks now, from the time of the beginning of the election to the end to this moment. No comments, nothing. We still lives as if he doesn't know what is going on, but he wants to leave a legacy. Do you see how democracy is being raped in Nigeria? And people shamelessly look at a whole professor, the man who calls himself the INEC chairman, embarrassing himself. And then if a student, assuming one of the students under his tutelage, probably behaved something half what he's doing here, they will say assassinate. My brother, I don't want to go into details of anything, but these few points I made. One, Obi, that is not, somebody cloned his voice, and Obi will not be, yes, daddy, yes, daddy, yes, daddy, yes, daddy, yes, daddy. I'm an Igbo man, and I know no Igbo man goes like that, greeting anybody. You will greet that person with all full respect, acknowledge him for who he is, listen to him, and then at the end, you say thank you, either sir or daddy or whatever you want to use. What they are doing now, you are talking of religion. What are they doing or what have they done? Who is supposed to complain about religion? If you're a political candidate and you are seeking, for votes, you can go anywhere to canvass for your vote. So long as you are not buying the votes, you are not cajoling and forcing people to come and accept you. That you go to your, let's even say it's the truth. You go to your spiritual leader. Please, I want you to pray for me, and please speak to my brothers and sisters that they cast this vote for me. I am sincere. You know me better than they know me. I want to serve this nation, and for real. Obi has gone around here and there. People have interviewed in several places. How many places did you hear Bola Tinubu was interviewed, both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria? I mean, it's a disgrace. It's a shame. And some people are there making noise. Fani Kayode, look, let me tell you something. Back in 1983, and some of our top politicians then in MPP, both North and East, called me to come and be a member of the House of Rep. I didn't need to do anything. All I needed was just a picture given to them. I had an uncle who was part of them then. I told my uncle, I'm just returning from America. I cannot get myself involved in this thing.
Okay.
I don't know this type of politics they play here. I'm not good at it. So what am I trying to say? Fani Kayode, all the noise is making, the rubbish that had come out of his mouth, all the purging of his mouth, DSS is not seeing it. They are not seeing people like, what's his name? The young man of yesterday that they made son. What is his name now? That one too is there talking from both sides of his mouth. It's a shame. My brother, let me not kill your time. Please, I will stop it here, but I want them, I'm sure they are hearing me. Let them go and re-strategize. They are not doing it right. They don't know what they are doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
All of you are very pleasant morning or night over there now. Goodbye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. God bless you, sir. Thank you, sir. All right. I think all us make on and wait man go to the panel. I would like to hear from who is speaking?
Can I talk now? With me, Gospel.
Okay, Gospel. Yeah, I called you before. Yeah, talk to us.
Yeah. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for what you've been doing for Nigeria and for what you've been doing passionately for your dear country. Sometimes when I sit myself down, I look at this Mr. Peter Gregory Obi. I look at how he lives his life. He operates like a president from a civilized country. What I mean by that, when you see the president in other development countries that are really care for their citizens, they move up and down to see how they are living, how things are being done. But ever since I've been born, I've never seen even the president that is being select, because I know that most of them, this is their normal way of rigging after this democracy, after Nigeria has a democracy. I've never seen our president move up and down and check and look into the affairs of people. But Mr. Gregory Obi has shown that he's a kind of man that cares about people, that wants the betterment of people, that want to know how people are feeling, how a common man on the street seeing life, whether there's hope for him. And this is what is the European presidents, this is what they do. They do it normal. Biden, all of them, they move up and down. When something is happening, they move and check how people are doing, you know. And now let me move down to what really happened in Lagos. I remember before the election in Lagos, this man was fooling himself. Someone who was fooling himself to the extent that, if possible, he can even come into your room and be washing plates for you so that he can get people's votes, doing all sorts of damage control, going to be doing ushering, going to hairdresser. He goes almost the institution that I never even care to know if people are really surviving, how people are surviving. He bring down himself to the extent that you would think that this guy have repented, have changed. And when he was doing this thing, I tell people, I say, this is just a damage control. This guy is just fooling himself to the extent that he even come out and debunk a lot of things that something concerning the burning of the shop of a market there in Lagos. He tried to place what is it called, saint, and to the extent that he even goes to church. I think I saw a video whereby Association of Christian Association of Nigeria, when they endorse him. When I see when they endorse Sanwo-Olu, I talk to myself. I say, is it a true body of Christ that we claim to as a Christian? Something that every one of us knows what really happened in October 20, that there's a massacre of a citizen, and they called this man, he did not show up. People still went ahead and endorsed him, claiming that he's the right man. Let's vote him, this and that. I shook my head. Now, coming to this DSS, do you know, sometimes when I look at the DSS, I see them as a reflection of a replication of SARS. The same SARS, the way SARS operates, that's how DSS operates. And to our Nigerian police, sometimes I don't know, maybe because they are not being informed. The work of police is to protect life and property. Our Nigerian police have been shared among the politicians. They don't even care about the lives again. They don't care about the property. As in the institution, all the institution in Nigeria, security aspect, everything is just down, being hijacked by these evil politicians. And that is why what we need to do on this platform, we need to keep sensitizing our people back home, because most of them are really giving up. To be honest, I will not lie you. It's because most of us still believe in Nigeria. We have to that, because if you call one or two persons, they will tell you that they cannot do anything. And every day, I try my possible best to be sensitizing them that we are not giving up on this mandate. No matter what, I understand. What they will tell you, they will say, should be you there abroad, now they enjoy it. Who will hear our voice? So I never give up. I keep sensitizing them. I talk to them on daily basis that you guys should not give up, because most of the things that we are doing, we are in the diaspora. Not that we are being lacking of the good life here, though no place like home. No matter how you stay in a far country, or when I keep encouraging them, you guys should not give up. We are doing our own part in diaspora here. You guys should not just relax and let it go like that. I always do that in my own part. Then for Imo State, I think Imo State election, I want to also join my voice with the voice of Mr. Hyde, that we should not let this hope of us, because what we are fighting for is hope. Nigeria has suffered a lot. A 60 years old without no achievements is a shame and disgrace. So we are pointing on Imo people to please and try and regain themselves from this slavery, because I see all these politicians, they are ruling human beings that God created. They are ruling people. So people should just liberate themselves by not making the mistake which other states have made. And for this Agbado people, I want us to know one thing that is eating on them seriously, because what they are thinking of now is damage control. Because they've looked at this man, Peter Obi, they look at him, they say, what kind of man that has wisdom like this? The man is just following them gently with wisdom that God bestowed on him. Why they are doing so many noise making, so many damage control? Even when he was campaigning, what Agbado, this drug dealer baron, were just saying, he was just mentioning the name. It's like maybe he was the only one campaigning for Peter Obi. But by the grace of God, Nigerians see hope in Peter Obi again, and they say, let's give it a try. But I know that the blood of people that was shed during that election time and people that were, brutalized, that it will not be in vain. By the grace of God, the man they will be restored. By God's grace in Jesus' name. And then for another thing I want to say concerning religions, I think this is one of the things that have kept Nigerians for long. These people are just using this religion to brainwash people. If you check these evil people back there in their Kaaba, they are not tribalists, they are not religious. They accept themselves, they embrace themselves. So the narrative they are throwing back to the youth or the youth of Nigerians is tribalism and religion, which they are not practicing it when they are there, hosting their havoc and evil meeting there. They accept each other. They don't do tribalism. They embrace themselves and they take themselves idea. But they are sending the narratives to the young ones, and which, in my own capacity, have been sensitizing people and let them know that these people are just using all these things as a damage control. They don't have plans for every one of the Nigerian youth. So I've been doing my home part. So I want to encourage everybody. If you have people back home or if people you know all of them now, let's keep sensitizing them and let's keep giving them hope that Nigerians will be regained by God's grace. I yield here.
Thank you. Thank you for your message and your submission, my brother. It's good that you passed that on. Thank you. All right. Ogonevo, thank you very much, DB. Thanks for the super chat and for the encouragement. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you. All right. I can see more of you right there on the comment section. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you. And if you're watching us right now, do your part by sharing and liking this broadcast. This part is the second broadcast. I can see that you guys are not liking. Please just press the like and let's move on. Okay. Let me move on now to Kingsley Igbinosa. If you're available, please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Good evening, Nigeria Watch. How are you, sir?
I'm very fine. I'm fine, sir. How are you doing? Thank you.
God bless you, Mr. Elvis. Thank you for the good work you are doing. Thank you for the
Thank you.
diligence, because it's not easy waking up day after day and setting things in motion. We appreciate you, brother. You are a
Thank you, sir.
true patriot, a true Benin man. I bless you. How many minutes do I have to talk, sir?
No, just talk to us. We are not giving minutes at all.
Okay. I would like to start with the video. Leak. Number one, these people, APC and their cohorts, we by now we should know who they are. See, we have just good and bad people in this world. You either fall in one of these categories. Either you're a good man or you're a bad man or woman per se. So most of this APC, PDP, and most of the politicians that have been involved in Nigerian politics, they fall mainly, not all of them, mainly most of them, in a bad category. And so, like I said, 2 days ago, I was in a panel. I made a call, and I was in a panel in the midnight. I sometimes it really hurts in my heart when I hear most of us calling these guys, a lot of them leaders. lot of them are, most of them are not leaders. If anything, they are misleaders and destroyer of our people. There's a man called PLO Lumumba. He talks very much about these African politicians, particularly the Nigerian politicians, because these guys are wicked and nefarious. They're all what they have is nothing but evil towards their people. Okay, they don't stand for anything good. So the Peter Obi leak, video leak, is mainly like the brother said from the America, the last caller, to destabilize and to kind of sow discord amongst us. So we should be resolute in our pursuit of justice and in our mandate. We should not let that, even if it's Peter Obi making that call, okay? There's not, like that brother rightly said, there's nothing wrong in asking somebody to help you to rally their people, because Oyedipo has maybe influence in Kwara, so he was asking for Oyedipo to help. And the truth is that when he used the word is religious war, people actually have gone to that level of fighting religious war among each other, Christian, Muslim. I myself, I do not call myself a Christian. I'm a believer in Christ, a child of the Most High God, Jehovah. But I do not let nobody call me or brand me as a Christian. Okay, number one, the name Christian wasn't given by Jesus Christ or any of the apostles to us. It was given by people that are pagan believers in Antioch. So I don't even answer that name. So I don't want nobody to boss me in and say you're a Christian. So that is where you get this fight between the Muslim and the Christian, because we take names and labels. There's no label on me, and I think most people believe I should just go like that as well. So it's not about what that leak is trying to do. It's a propaganda to bring us into this confusion. Most of us to say, Peter Obi is begging this man for this, and people do it. All politicians, they rally their bases, they rally people they know to help them. Donald Trump in America, he was rallying the Southern Christian base to help him to try to win that last election. And the first one, they did it for him. So there's nothing wrong in that, number one. Okay, he has every right to do it. He didn't say anything illegal in that video audio leak. He didn't say anything illegal. So that's out of the way. We shouldn't even consider or look at that. We should focus on what we are doing. Number two, ethnicity and religion. As Mr. Bernard rightly said, he really expatiated on this. It is a way of divide and rule. See, the divide and rule mechanism has been going on for a long, long time in history. The British, they used it perfectly in conquering the world, setting one faction to fight against the other, setting them not to trust one another. This is what the PDP and the APC have been using since our 24 years of democracy. They pitch one tent against the other. They pitch ethnic groups against one another. They pitch Christians against Muslims. Like I said, I don't belong to any one of these sects anyway, but we should not even consider this. We are either good Nigerians or bad Nigerians. The good Nigerians that are clamoring for a new Nigerian should all bind together, as you are doing on this platform, bringing them together. We should all proffer solution night after night on how we can get this mandate. So in this next 16 years of Peter Obi, and by the grace of God, that is 8 years, we can set Nigeria on a course where there will be a proper rule of law and order, where we will build standard prison and strengthen our judiciary. and as well and as our law enforcement agents, and pay them very handsomely so that people cannot be bribing them with fitty lucre and getting them to do crazy things against the citizens. If we do this, or by the time we know it, we will sanitize Nigeria. Most of these people that parade themselves as leaders and politicians, who are actually worse than the worst armed robbers we have in Nigeria. Because on the account of so many of these men and women, so many children and pregnant women have lost their life. Youths have lost their life. As I'm talking to you right now, my brother Elvis, I have a picture. That's a picture of me and my son on the screen. My son personally now has been missing for almost 4 years. In Abuja, my son went missing in 2019. So
Wow.
I'm a victim already of Nigeria.
The sense
Th-
child,
This boy,
boy with you now.
this young man on the screen, his name
Hmm.
is Ike. He has been missing now for 3 years, 9 months. In June, it will be 4 years. 3 years, 10 months. In June, it will be 4 years.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know where my son has gone. I don't know whether he's alive or dead. So I've suffered personally from Nigeria's disarray. So I am willing to give my life, lay it down to get Nigeria to be a country that we can call our own. Whether we do it by hook or by crook, these people, they must go. One way or the other, we must flush them out of our system. Because these people, to be honest, the way they do things, they don't care about you nor me. They don't care about anybody. All they do is where to grab and grab and grab, and they are never satisfied. Just as the Bible said in Proverbs, it said there are things that will never get satisfied. One like the grave, it's always looking for body. These people, no matter the amount of money they will steal, it's never enough. And we should desist to call these men leaders. Please, if you want to address them next time, call them misleaders. Only few of them actually qualify to be called leaders. For example, somebody like Peter Obi now and some other people. You can call this men Dati. You can call these men leaders because they've shown by example and their pedigree that they love people and they want the best for the nation. There's somebody like Ahmed Tinubu and the others, like what they call the other presidential candidate. These men have not done anything for Nigeria. If anything, whatever project they've put in their hand, they've destroyed it. So personally, we should not even address them as leaders because they are not. Okay, as my brother rightly said in Brother Ike in Imo, Labour Party, since that is a vehicle we are going to use for changing Nigeria, they should be doing things totally different from the status quo. It shouldn't be about taking money from the highest bidder. It should be about credibility, ability to carry out the function. For one, I lived in America for a very long time. So I don't look at tribes or ethnicity when it comes to doing the job. If you are from the north, you can do the job, so be it. If you are from the south or the southwest, wherever you are from, it doesn't matter. As long as you can do the job proper. There was a gentleman that left. He spoke and he left. One brother, I don't remember his name. That guy's a true patriot. He's from Edo State as well. He spoke rightfully about everything. So please, all this smoke screen and diversion, we shouldn't even entertain it. We should look at the meaty things, the things that matter, the weighty things, and deliberate on these things night after night. Like the rally that is coming up in Washington, we should focus our attention on getting the attention of the Americans, how they can come in to help if they want to. Because in America, they will not help unless it is strategically on their own, of their own benefit for them to help you. If it's not, they will not help you. You can be crying from here to thy kingdom don't come. They will not do anything. But anyhow, Americans believe in one thing, that if you want freedom, you should be the one spearheading this freedom. So as Nigerians, and we want freedom now, we want really rule of law in our country, we want a new country, we should be the one spearheading it. We shouldn't be expecting any foreign powers to be leading the way. We must lead. The Nadeco people, we should work with them and try to get the attention of these foreign powers, the Western powers. If only when we start to do these things at home and we start to take to the streets, we are going to do ours in Ireland by the grace of God within this week, and I'll send you the video. I spoke to CM, and I agreed to be the video man to report things live to you. And I'm proud of what you are doing, my brother. Keep doing the good work. Sometimes, there are some certain brothers and sisters that come on the panel and disagree and speak on things that shouldn't be spoken of at this point, because some of those things are just irrelevant. To me, it's like a distraction from what we are doing. We should focus on this mandate. We must get this mandate. There's no if or but about it. One track mind, we must get it. We all run into America, England, Ireland, but this country were built by men. Men gave their life to build it, though the most like the American part of it that was stolen, but yet they built it.
Thank you.
But all I'm going to say is that we just stay on course and do that, and we back everything up through solidarity. God bless you, sir. Thank you,
very much.
everybody on the panel. I love you guys. Okay.
Thank you very much, sir. I really do sympathize with you because your story was very, very touchy.
Thank you, sir.
We pray all the time and work so hard to have a better Nigeria. But when we hear someone coming up like this to say that Nigeria have happened to them, it's very, very painful, man. I just hope you find your son alive by the special grace of God.
My brother, sorry what happened to you. Really sad to hear that. I pray
Thank you,
that
brother. God bless you.
will give you the grace and the strength to continue to look after your son. Thank God you live in a developed world where we never give up. It doesn't matter how many years it takes. And I hope that you and your family will continue to keep the hope alive that your son is still alive. God bless you and give you strength.
Thank you very much for the prayer. Thank you. Elvis, thank you, sir. God bless you.
Thank you,
Thank you, my brothers and sisters on the panel. Huh?
God bless you, sir. Thank you. All right, Madalena, I'm not sure if you are back now. You took a long break, but if not, I'll move on to the next person. Are you there? Okay, Madalena, you're not back. Okay, let me go to Mr. Victor. Mr. Victor, thanks for your patience. Thanks for joining us. Good evening to you. Talk to us, sir.
I am here. I'm here. How about hey, obedient. I greet you, Mr. Naija Watch. You are doing a great job. The panelists, you guys are awesome. I was listening because I'm at workplace, but I took break. In short, I was laughing and laughing and laughing and laughing, enjoying myself. I was so happy. Obedient, worldwide. May God strengthen you guys. May God make you guys continually be bolder and bolder, more bolder than a lion.
Amen.
May God increase every one of you wherever you are. May God bless you people. All the patriots that are fighting for this just cause. May God continue to lift you people and provide for you wherever you are lacking. God will open the door. Even in a very tough terrain, God will make that land fertile for you people in Jesus' mighty name.
Amen.
Amen,
today
sir.
was a day that the joy comes from the bottom of my heart. Why am I saying this? Something happened in the fourth session you people had. I was struggling to enter so that I can just, if I have seen that guy, we have just boxed him because me I like confrontation well. But What to my shock, immediately that guy said it, action all over the world has started rolling in. And it rolling to an extent that somebody got to call in and say, you got to go to the cops and sign the document. That is what we say when we are together. Our efficiency is 1.100 million% intact. This is a great movement that I am thanking God that in my time, in my own season where I'm alive, I am part and parcel of this great movement. You see, Mr. Najawaj, people are watching you. You don't know. Look, there are people that are watching you that are inside the carcass of Agbado, inside, the deep inside, they are watching. And what they saw today has made their tail run into their two legs. Because they never believe such thing can happen instantly. The communication, the networking happen instantly. That's to show you that Nigerians are ready to take this case to the latter. And I thank God we have a man that God has blessed and God has brought him to us to look up to him and move forward with him. And I want to speak on the voice note that happened. When I heard the voice note, I laughed. My wife just say, even if Obi said so, what he happen? What he talk? Not the way they happen. I told her, look, it cannot happen. That man, from the day I studied that man is very slow in speaking on certain things. He's very slow and very, very tactical. Even if you want to say anything, he will put it in parable where you use your brain. This is your brain that God gave us. We use it to manipulate. Some of us don't even know what is this man saying. Where does he want us to go? It's just they do kule. Obi does not speak straight. And he will not even go. Look, Patani, what is his name? The Minister of Communication. How can you go and make a phone call when that Patani is there, tapping all the whole line in Nigeria? That is what they are doing. That man is tapping it. That is why they made him the Minister of Communication. So what we are having now, when people were complaining of, you see, I went back to study this Agbado group and their antecedent. I've studied it. You see this interim government they are talking about. You see these Nigerian politicians. They are all hypocrites. All of them from bottom to end, including Bubu, all of them are all hypocrites. And there is a fight in their camp now. There is a fight presently in their camp. You see, when these people come out to speak, why? Okay, now I want to give, for instance, now, why did they allow the DSS to make caricature of themselves? The statement that the DSS made was, that statement is a letdown, and it has made us to know that our security network in Nigeria is porous. How can you come out to tell us that, oh, a whole secret service commission, secret service, the police that is called secret service, they come out to tell Nigerians and the whole world that there are some people trying to set up an interim government. There's no security network in the world that can say that. They work underground. They don't come out to tell you what they are working on, and they are under the presidency. They are called secret service because they don't act according to what people say. They act according to what their own intelligence tell them that this thing, they will map it. If it's +2 + 2, if it doesn't work that way, they know how to get those people. They would have rounded them up. They wouldn't even tell anyone. All we hear is that some people have been arrested. But now they are putting it to the press. Oh, this. That is to tell you that the plan they are having is interim government. The plan, I am telling you that the plan, I've made calls. gone round. I've not come to Nigeria for 2-3 days. I have been sitting on that game, meditating on it, and I've took at the antecedent, meditated on APC antecedent, and I know what they can do. They always put things ahead for us to just start monthly round, and that's exactly their plan. Because now in Germany, a paper was speaking to their own citizens that Nigeria have taken a drug peddler as president. Do you think that the German chancellor and the House have not heard about this? Do you think that the German chancellor has not made a phone call to the president, American president, and some of the leaders in EU? Do you think they have not made calls like that? Do we think they have not made those calls? I am convinced that they've made those calls. And that is why they are still sitting to hear from Nigerians. And the plan that we had to make rallies all over the world is very, very perfectly the perfect time to do it. Because these people I see there, these Nigerian politicians, they are fighting. Have we not seen that the vice president of the so-called elected group, APC, the vice president of that group has not spoken a word. DSS made that statement. He has not spoken a word. And who brought this thing? After our vice president said it's unconstitutional, you put a man that has not made a constitutional provision. He hasn't met it. And you want to install him as the president. It's going to be more or less installing a military regime. We should try and study that line. There is fight within their house. There is fight within their house. And that interim government, we should not throw it aside. We should not say, oh, it's unconstitutional. The interim government came to be because it was the common sense of the military era then to put an interim government, because there was something that happened and there was no person there. Something happened and they don't know how to go about it. They now use the common sense to put interim government, which is not in our constitution. And that is why we now say, before we were clamoring, I'm among those when I was in Nigeria then, they're saying that this constitution we have is not a constitution. Look at the lacuna we're having now. We have problem with our election, which was not completed. I say it's not completed. It is having problem. The INEC has the power to install someone who did not meet all the requirements in now install. Then you have a big gap that this man they are now in court, and you don't have after if they don't finish the court earlier, you are going to install that illegal government. That is the problem. It's a constitutional problem, and the constitutional problem, if we don't deal with it, I pray. I'm praying to God that this old shenanigan they are doing make them more confused, so that we can have a good judgment from judiciary, and our principal be installed as president, so that this dirty constitution, we can have a way of cleaning it, because the constitution is in a disarray. We are just little election. The whole place is confused. They don't have any way to go now. The way the world is seeing it now, you want to install somebody that did not win an election, and look at it again. His name is not even his name, and it's more or less a drug peddler right in the US. He ran out. He knew that they caught with him. He ran, and some people were defending him that, oh, they were this, they were that. The whole thing is right there. We have seen the papers. We have gone through the papers. This man was indicted. So how can you install a man that the American government have investigated? They found him involved. and you now want to clean in Nigeria and installing. How will that government be accepted by the world? I'm speaking to all the Nigerians, all the politicians that are doing all this illegality to us. How will they be accepted? Are you going to now sell your country to China? Are you going to now sell your country to the communists that don't care about the person in leadership, that care about tyranny? Are we going to install that and say that we will not have problem with other nations? These people are toying with the future of this country, of Nigeria. And they better know that if this old shenanigan bust loose finally, they have nowhere to hide their head. The obedient are all over the world. Anywhere you hide your head, we are going to pull you out. I am very sure, I am convinced that the whereabouts of Tinubu we will soon get to know, and it will come to the press. He cannot hide. You can run, but you cannot hide. Your crime will run after you. The evil that you've done will run after you, because your shadow, you cannot cut your shadow, or you cannot run from your shadow. Your shadow will still be your shadow, and it will follow you. Likewise, the evil that you've done, you have sown that seed, and that seed will rise up as a giant and hunt for you. And this is the time it's hunting for him. I thank the entire obedient family. And Mr. Najawat, you are doing a great service to your motherland. Every one of us that are here, we don't have anything to fight, but we have our mouth. The mouth that we have, I must tell you, if you go through what caused the First World War, what caused the Second World War, what caused the liberation of the Black American in America here, is the power of the tongue. We have the power of the tongue. Let nobody gag us that these people are just talking. Our talk is eating into the marrows of their bones. The American government are listening to us. If you people think they are not listening, they are listening to Nigeria Watch. Many people are contacting them to listen. This is the voice of the real Nigeria talking. We are the obedient family. We are part and parcel of the obedient movement. And the pinnacle of it all that will propagate forward as our legitimate president is Mr. Peter Obi. Mark my word today. Those people that are mongering around, mark my word. The APC people that mark my word. Those of you that are trying to cause the genocide that happened in Rwanda, mark my word. What you are planning will consume you. Because all the people that were partakers of the genocide in Rwanda, they never survived. All the people that were partakers of the German hurricane, World War, they never survived. All of them were picked up and they were arrested. The one that didn't want anybody to pick him up, they all committed suicide. Mark my word. All the Falano, all this Dino, every one of them, you people better set your path right now before what you have spoken will start consuming you. Because if you continue in this line that you all are going, trying to divide Nigeria with tribe, know that what happened in other parts of Africa consumed those that perpetrated it. You cannot hide from it because it's something that came out from your tongue. If you send your stooges to kill a fellow Nigerian, those same people you sent out, they will come after you because they don't know what you are after. They all know what they want to do is to fill their belly and to eat food. And who caused this poverty? It is still the same you. I am speaking to all you that are APC think tank, the Agbados and the APC, the area boys and co. You people should know that this is your country itself. If you bring your country down, you are bringing your family down. You will go down with it. Because history will never forgive every one of you. And history will be told that those people that perpetrated it, they are under the 6 feet. They live no more. That is what happened to those Nigeria to become Rwanda. Nigeria, I was finally what I would say. We should speak down, speak low on tribal things. This is not the right time. Start talking about tribe. I beg every one of you, every one of us, if you want to speak, please, I beg you in the name of God, don't tally your speech with tribe. There is a right time we are going to speak about tribe. Now, the tension is high. The smoke are coming out little. It's like a volcano. If you continue to speak about, you pick your tribe. We know that tribe is important, but this is not the right time for us to speak about tribe. This is the right time for us to speak that we are Nigerians. We have the right to live and to live and build our home in any part of Nigeria we are. Whether you are a Muslim, whether you are a Christian, in a Muslim environment, the same price they sell bread is the same price they sell bread in the Muslim environment. Therefore, we should try as much as possible. I beseech you all, every panelist, if you are not here, if you are listening, please talk down on tribe. If you go and look at what happened in Rwanda, another African country, you will never believe what you will see. Most of you heard about it, but most of you have not gone to see where the people that were involved, when they were talking about everything, what they went through. Please, down on it. Rwanda issue is not something any African country should undergo or should go through. Please, I beg you, because if it happened, every one of us, we cry, because it's not going to spare anybody. Please, I beseech you all. We are all one. Nigeria is a beautiful country. I have traveled in 7 northern countries. They are beautiful people. But these so-called politicians, all they know about divide and rule and make and impoverish the northern people. They don't have a voice. Why? Because they have been beaten to the latter. And those of them that have a voice, fighting for their people, they are looking for a place where they will say the northern people are not involved. Then they will not speak. The northern people are involved. Why can't they rise up the way every region is rising up? I must tell you, they have so battered our brothers and sisters in the north. We have to speak for them, but we should not play the role of tribal sentiment. Please, I beg you all. It is important, I know, but this is not the right time. The right time to speak about it, because our principals have already told us this is not the right time. He told us indirectly, this is not the right time. We all are suffering. We cannot go. We are scared. We cannot every day, every week, send money to our people. We work ourselves out here. Please, we want a good nation. If our principal gets in, I know there will be a constitutional change, and the blue book of the GEJ convention they had will be brought up for us to talk on that. Nigeria needs a new constitution that will take all anger, all points of all tribes together, and we start from one place. As we start, then there will be subsequent amendment, because the constitution is not perfect. Please, I say it again, Naija Watch, please always stop anyone that is speaking from tribal point. That is not the fight we are now, but they want us to speak from the tribal point. I am telling you, they want us to speak from that tribal point. If we speak from that tribal point, we are following their own book. So thank you very much, Mr. Nagawa, for giving me this time to speak.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Victor. I appreciate you, my brother. I have to just leave you to talk and express yourself, especially is the second broadcast, so where everybody have the opportunity to actually talk. Thank you for your passion. I appreciate you. Everyone right there on the comment section, thank you very much for joining us right now. This is the second broadcast for today. Yes, it happens once in a while. Thank you. But we'll be rounding off soon. Please help us to like and share. Appreciate you all. Thank you, my good people, right there. Okay. I can say best. Best. Thanks very much for choosing to be a member of Niger Watch. We really do appreciate you. Best. God bless you. Thanks. God bless you. Okay. Let's see if Madam Nena is still available to with us at all. If not, let's do a final submission with everybody. Okay, Madam Nena, you still not available. Okay. All right. Let me go back to give us our mandate. Okay. Give us our mandate. Please give us your final submission. Thank you. Okay. Give us our mandate. Those the people. Let's say even the
No,
people
I'm actually here. Sorry.
okay, you are there.
Yeah.
Okay. To see those people. Uh,
Uh,
talk
well,
give us final
uh,
submission. Thank you.
well, thank you for all that you're doing. Truly, all of this is well appreciated for making the voice of the people go very far. Um, well, I don't have much here to say than to say that we should just continue to fight, continue to place a demand on this on the people, and then just striving, waiting for the court deliberation, and then the all of the justices to see the outcome of the whole thing. But I'm very sure that this whole thing has been won by Peter Obi. It's just sad that we people have to go through this situation before they can get things right. When this should not even end up in the judiciary at all. Because ordinarily Peter Obi should have just been given this mandate, and the man Nigeria would have been would be any day they announce Peter Obi as a president, watch how Nigeria will turn to. You will see joy all over the world. Because these people they said they said they win when INEC even just gave a person mandate or just select somebody. People are not rejoicing. The country just remains the same, like nothing is happening. So, but we just keep the struggle, continue the just keep talking and continue to hear, and when the time comes, they'll do the right thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Give us a mandate. All right. Busy Brains, are you there with us? Okay. Let me go to Mr. Ike for a final submission. Thank you very much for your patience, Mr. Ike, and thanks for being with us all through. I don't know how you did this because you don't normally stay this long. Thank you, sir. Talk to us.
I want to start with question, brother Elvis. What of lefties?
He's fine. Yes.
Are you going to transmit the Washington rally tomorrow?
Depend on the people there. I'm not there, so if they collaborate with us to transmit it, yes, sure. But I've not received any message from anybody yet.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you for your sacrifices you are making for Nigeria, our fatherland, east, west, north, and south. Hope you
Thank you,
stay the
sir.
best. Um, there is no amount of encouragement that is enough for what you are doing or what you do. The sacrifices you make every day to be here. It's not easy. All of us who live in the Western world know how it is. It's not easy for us. This is a place you walk from morning till night, till the year, from year to year. The only difference is that you have time to go on vacation, which Nigerians never had. So outside that, we're always busy. We're busy every time. Trying to gather for our family here and our family back home and friends back home. You know, so but it is well. Thank God for your life, and I pray that the light will continue to burn for the good of Nigeria, and will continue to be here to, to contribute our voice for a better Nigeria. Um, yes, I think we have to. I'm happy that we let go the issue of the voice and the rest of them. With our mind more to something that is more important. So let's continue to be hopeful. Let us continue to working towards achieving our mandate. We know the game that they are playing, the delay tactics and all stuff like that. But we know that at the end of the day, we shall all meet in court. That is what it is. Um, Also, like I promised, I will try to, reach out to people in Imo State to find out those that are really contesting the governorship election in Imo State, and I will try to give feedback to this platform, and you who is a media man might be able to run a background check to all of them, and also maybe you have more contact with Labour Party, to get us the name. But I'm going to reach out to get the names of the people that are really into the governorship race, so that I still stand on what I said, that they will never make that mistake of trying to impose anybody on the people of Imo State. Whatever they have to do, we need somebody that we can say go and verify. So I hope that um, the vote of what happened in Enugu State will not repeat itself in Imo State for the good of building a structure. So we hope that if we can be able to be governor of Labour Party obedient governor in Imo State, now we have one in Abia State. We'll be looking forward for Anambra State. So uh, we know that the Edo people will do what they need to do when the time comes. So I want to thank everybody in the panel today for everybody's patient sacrifices and time. Sometimes it's emotional, but at the end of the day, we all arrived at a common goal for a better Nigeria for everybody, for our children and our grandchildren. Like as we used to say, most
Thank
of
you.
us can decide never to go back to Nigeria. For example, me personally, I have nothing to lose. If I never go back to Nigeria anymore, I don't have anything I think I'm losing. Whatever we are fighting here is for the people over there. But they
Exactly.
also should be able to help us. It's not just stay by the roadside. It's not just to watch how much we send them. It's not just to wait. Every crumb that fall on their table they take. They should be ready to fight for their future, because it's their future we are fighting for. The people that are going to be in Washington tomorrow, most of them has nothing to lose if Nigeria go into flame. But everybody is going to be there. Some people who is going to be there tomorrow. We are here since morning. Um, I came back from church around after 1, for example. Now it is 9:30 here in my time, so you can imagine how many hours I've been sitting here while my wife is in the bedroom. I can imagine the sacrifice I'm making for my family to be here to speak about the welfare of Nigeria.
Exactly.
Today is the day I'm supposed to be with my wife together, spend time together. But look at my sacrifice and for the good of Nigeria. But
Mm-hmm.
some of the people back home don't even know what we are going through. Most of us are paying price for our family because we are sitting together talking about the welfare and well-being of Nigerians back home. They should be able to understand the sacrifices we are making for them to have a better life, not for us, because we already have a better life over here. Doesn't matter how anybody wants to say, I have a better life over here. I have nothing to lose if I don't ever remember Nigeria anymore for the rest of my life. There is nothing, absolutely nothing I am losing. So they should
Okay.
know what we are doing for them and try to support us the way they will support us. Let them not continue to betray the trust that we have, the sacrifices we are making, the prices we are paying. Let them not betray that trust. I wish all of you a good night's sleep, and I
Thank you,
pray
sir.
that Brother Elvis, you sleep well and recharge yourself. And I know that tomorrow is another day. And God bless everybody. And I see you people tomorrow. God bless you.
God bless you, sir. Thank you so much.
like the fact that you're telling the people back home that we are doing this for them, and and that is just the absolute truth. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Mr.
All right.
Ives,
Yes.
yeah, okay, this,
Okay.
and
Okay, Madam Nena. Finally.
I've been, I've been very busy around here. It's,
Okay.
yeah,
Talk to us then.
it's a
Thank you.
challenge. Yeah,
Good evening to you.
there's really nothing much for me to say, and I believe a lot have been said. And moreover, I feel like I missed a lot of things, already. But just like everyone else is saying, in fact, I just like the submission of the last speaker, because if unless our people back home need to understand it, that everything that is being done is for them and for us also. Anyway, let me not just say for them, because for me, I don't know. I always tell people I'm one person that loves to go to Nigeria. But if what's the call was if shove comes to, or push comes to shove, or push shove comes to push, like they push put it down, I don't have to go to Nigeria. I am very comfortable where I am. Honestly, I have a good life where I am. But then it hurts me that I have a country that I cannot comfortably, freely go to, and that is not the kind of thing I want. But for me, I'm one person that always love to have a good reason to go to Nigeria at least once in a year. So we trying our best to make sure that that country gets better and something good comes out of it. And another thing I just want to add there, like I said, I don't know how much had been said already. I see the man that was talking about Imo State. Yeah, I really believe, I really buy into that submission. Imo State, in fact, I don't know. I think since after, as little like as I can remember, when Sam Bakwe was the governor of Imo State, since after that, I don't think Imo State has ever had any good leadership, And at this point in time, we cannot have. In fact, it's like the one we have now it seems like it's even the worst. I don't know. That man is, so whatever we'll do. And I like the idea that the fact that somebody, they're saying that, I think I can't remember who was the person that was saying. I think that was the person that was speaking before I left. They're saying that that we need the governors in order for us to have the leader, and that is the truth. Because if you see how these elections played out, you realize that most of the governors, they played a lot of role in rigging the election against people. We are not saying that the Labour Party is going to rig, but the point remains that if we have people at the grassroots, it will help us to be able to monitor, to build the structure that people are talking about. Because if P2B gets there, it's not going to be easy for him to stay there alone. And if this APC PDP people remains as the ones at the grassroots, even when another cycle of election comes, there is every tendency that they will still perpetrate their evil acts, and except, which I believe that if somebody like P2B gets in there, all this nonsense about whatever Beaver and everything did to be able to manipulate the election, that man is smart enough to understand that Nigeria have gone beyond that point where elections will be counted and all these manipulations will be able to happen. So that is the essence, the reason why we need to have somebody like him there, and then have good people at the grassroots. As much as we want Labour Party, the obedient movements to have our Labour Party to have candidates, it's important for us to look inwards. And I hear when somebody that mentioned this barrister, Sam, what's his last name again, I always come to Arise. That man is one kind of person that I wish that such people will have the interest of running for the governorship of Imo State. We have credible people. It's not that all these wicked, evil people are so much covered. It seems as if we don't have. There are good people. There are good people. We have a lot of good people qualified who can do this job. But these people, they just held on to this position and they don't want to let it go. So as much as we can, scout for people that we can support. We can tell them, please go for us, go there for us. It's important for us to build that base of Labour Party candidates and everything. And again, and another thing I just want to finally, say before my last submission, that I took my time again to listen to that supposedly audio with P2B. When you listen to that, I took my time now to listen. Apart from whatever submission I get before, based on what people have been writing, I took my time to listen to that thing. If you listen to that conversation, you see that conversation is so disjointed. That conversation is not cohesive, and that conversation does not look like. Now I'm beginning to believe strongly that there is no way that would have been P2B having a conversation with like that thing does not even sound like something that it doesn't sound. I don't know how to put it. There's no cohesion if the conversation is not even cohesive in the first place. It's not there's a lot I wish there's a. I wish. It's just that Peter has a bigger mandate to a bigger thing that he's pursuing now in terms of the mandate and everything. If not, I think there's need to sue whoever that brought it so that person will really explain what that nonsense is all about, because that thing does not make sense. When you take your time to listen, in fact, even listening to it, you realize there's one music that's playing at the background. It's not the kind of music I expect somebody like Oyedipo to playing, and it's not the kind of music I expect someone like Obi to play. There's a music that's playing at the background in that audio. That's even the conversation doesn't even flow like normal. There's something fundamentally wrong, and whoever that is behind it, let's just see within the next 48 72 hours. Let's see. There's something. Whoever that is behind that thing needs to be fished out. There's a lot, and like I said, it's always important for us to keep giving our voice to make people understand that we cannot fall for all these gimmicks of these people. We can't afford to fall for it. My hopes are high. I like everybody has been saying, if they like, let them bring people to be doing whatever. I don't care. I don't care. Or we see that man, there's nothing will make me change my stand with him, and nothing will make me change my stand with the obedience movement. Nothing, because I don't even see who else that I can even look her direction, his or her direction, if not for Peter B. As far as steering the wheels of this country at this point in time, we need to get it right now, and I don't care what anybody does. The likes of Femi Fadeka, or whatever his name is, they can be celebrating the voice note. Very soon they'll be disgraced, just like they've always been disgraced. Let them go ahead and be disgracing themselves. The more they do this thing, the more they disgrace themselves. The more they do it, the more they expose themselves to the foolishness that the foolish people that they are. Is unfortunate.
Thank
Anyway,
you.
and I have to end also to tell you that, I mean, like everybody else, like we always say, I don't know how you do it. You were telling somebody that the person has been with you for money, but what about you? This is the other that I was asking you, do you even eat lunch and dinner? Because when I'm on this live platform with you, I eat my breakfast, I eat my lunch, and you see, I don't see you go out to eat lunch and breakfast.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's not easy. Just let everybody. Let's just keep hope alive. You know, let's
Yeah.
just keep hope alive. What we are doing now might look as if this nothing, but honestly, it is really, really impacting. That is just what I know. It is impacting. That's just what I know.
Thank you
So
so
everybody,
much.
just keep it up. Thank you so much.
Thanks for your encouragement. Continuous. Thank you. All right. We have a caller here. Thank you very much, madam, for calling in. Please talk to us.
Really? You are so funny. Anyway, good evening, everybody. I'm not sure if it's morning or evening.
It's
Um,
morning here.
Probably okay. It's still like 6 p.m. my time. So I just wanna give a little contribution and also like thank all the panelists. You all have been doing well. And I've been following from the first broadcast, and then you will switch over to the second broadcast, because I think that's something like you've been doing of lately, like a whole lot.
Mhm.
So going by the videos, like it's a whole lot that's been going on. But for me, it's kind of funny because the elections are over, right? And they did all the shenanigans that they did, and then they said go to court, and then our principal said, "Okay, I'm obedient. I'm gonna go to court." You know what I'm saying? So now they arrived through with a 5,430 naira petition that our principal, put out in the court. So that petition is watertight. It is watertight. Like there is no way they can escape that. And also, I know there's a lot of people who do not know, like a whole lot of things going on. Whatchamacallit, the APC people, they're trying to bribe our principal so he can step down. But he refused. He refused to take their money. That is why they hate him so much. That is why they came at him with everything they've been doing. So that is exactly the game and whatever happened. Because they thought, when they were saying that he does not have no structure, blah, blah, blah. Right. So he refused. So our principal ran his campaign with his own money. He did not touch any money even contributed. So the money that we're contributing, they used it for like some of the logistics. But for him, like, flying around and everything, and that is also why, he got his plane grounded, which is fine. But he did not, because he's trying to avoid all that because he doesn't want anybody to stain his white. Now the election is over. They said go to court. Like, you know what they did? He won the election. They put him to it. Now he's in court. They rattle, and they've been bringing all this propaganda against him. So you all should not bother about that. As I'm talking to you, the obedience have already made a forensic analysis of that video all the way in Israel. It is fake. It is doctored. That's not him. Because there's a new app. I don't know, Mr. Evans, if you know that app, the owl. That's what they use to do the audio thing.
Audio, yeah.
So, perfect. So that's the new thing that is in town. So I kind of feel like sometimes when I see the APC people talk, man, I just cry because I said to myself, like, why would you be in America? Why would you be in London and you are like so pushing for an APC government where you are in a country where everything works? Like, it is so evil. You know, we have one lady who went on the space on Twitter saying that they should clip the wings of the Igbos. That I do not know what the APC people are doing. If they want to like really take control of Lagos, they need to clip the wings of the Igbos. Like, we're talking about how they killed people. They profiled people in Lagos. Like, even people who were not Igbos, they got that treatment because, you know, when they see you, they say, oh, you look like an Igbo person, you know. So people got profiled because they look clean, they look beautiful, or they look handsome, and they say, oh, no, you're not going to vote. And people died. But, Mr. Evans, do you know that these people, they said, no, nobody died in Lagos? Oh, yeah. The APC people said nobody died in Lagos. That is fine. By the time we're done with the International Court of Justice, with our cases, our petition for the White House, they don't know what is coming for them. And that woman that said they should clip the wings of the Igbos on Twitter space, she doesn't even know what is coming for her. Because we have written, she's a nurse, she lives in New Jersey. Everything, we know everything about her, her address, every goddamn thing, the company she works for. Let me see how she is going to keep that job. So anybody who want to come and do your bigotry, you need to go back to Nigeria.
Exactly.
You cannot stay abroad and be saying they should clip the wings of the Igbos. Now they go around burning all the shops of the Igbos in Lagos. Nobody is saying anything about that. That is ridiculous. It is unfair. But again, obedience. Listen, you don't have anything to worry about. We got this. They are not going to escape it. We are going to retrieve our mandate. Because our principal, he is so way ahead of them. There is something, again, I don't know if I mentioned on this page the last time that I talked to you all, back in September 2022, our principal already knew what the APC were going to do. So they have a plan. They call it the APC battle plan. I don't know if I told you guys about this, but they know. So that is why you see when they're trying to get a forensic analysis of what you call it, from the INEC people, right? They say, oh, they refuse. Like, he asked for 21 states, they said no. He asked for 12, they refused. He asked for 9, they gave him 2, because they knew that with that 2, right, he's not gonna do anything with his case. But they did not know that he has somewhere else he was gonna hold them. So that is why you see whatever is going on, they pushing propaganda of the guy in the plane, the guy want to hijack the plane, and then the stupid motherfuckers media in Nigeria saying that an obedient person want to hijack the plane.
Okay.
Like, no, they're stupid. They're stupid. Well, like I said, our vice principal is dealing with them. Okay. Oh yeah, Mr. Dati is dealing with them. So we are good. We all should not worry about it. We got them. The obedience, we debunk everything they're trying to throw at our principal. Don't worry about it. Our principal is in a good position. Mr. Ellis, I really want to thank you for all you're doing. I know it is not easy, I know it's not easy because spending a whole lot of time, doing this, and all the panelists, I want to wish you guys the best. And also, I heard that lady talking about the Imo State governorship election. I know she mentioned about Mr. Sam Mamadi, right? Actually, he's running under Labour Party, okay? Mm-hmm. Just so you know. Right. So they have maybe 15 candidates running, so.
Oh, that's good. That's good to know. That man is I'm glad to hear that.
Oh yeah, he is, because he didn't want to run before, But now he finally got the form, like, right. So we're good. So we're looking into that, because I know people are so concerned about what happened in in Enugu State. In Enugu State, I was kind of disappointed, because I was like, obedient. The principal said top to bottom LP. Why would you guys go? Somebody said, oh, Abga. Like, that was ridiculous. That was a mistake they made in Enugu State. But I know he's gonna get his money too, because it was all like mumbo jumbo, right? Thank you so much for letting me talk. I do
Mr. Evans, before the woman drugged,
so
before the lady that called in drugs, I don't know if she can send you the information of the person that said they should claim the wing of the Igbos. I live in New Jersey and I'm a nurse too. So I mean, if she can.
Oh, you live in New Jersey?
Yes, I do. I live in New Jersey. Do you
know
live
what?
in? Are you in New Jersey?
How I can get across to you?
I'm in Union. I live in New Jersey.
Yeah, because I'm trying to put a petition tomorrow. I'm gonna, I need to write the board of nursing. I need to write immigration.
Okay. Do you want me to forward exchange your numbers?
Please.
Yes, go ahead.
Perfect.
That is what we're
gonna do. Yeah, we need to do this. Yeah, because that woman. Oh no, she needs to
Mr. Elvis, all of this should give you joy. That you see obedience. You see how even ladies, you see how this my sister.
Where is I can't say Sister Rita. Where is she? My firebrand lady.
Yeah, she was here earlier, but I mean, thank you so much, my sister.
Okay, I see her.
Yeah, thank you so much. I mean, we do appreciate it. We do appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother.
Listen, we are doing a good job on Twitter. Okay, you all don't have
anything. I'm right here in Texas, so we're all cool together, bro. I mean, we're good. So I'm serious, man. We're good, bro. We're good.
Mr. Elvis, you know how our principal, right? When you say something about him, he takes it and turn it into like a good advantage.
Mm-hmm.
That is exactly what happened today. When that video came out, they say, yes, daddy. When you go on Twitter, we have branded T-shirts, cups, whatchamacallit, a whole lot of stuff. A whole lot of stuff now is yes, daddy. It is just so interesting how the obedience are so creative. Like, they don't play with our principal. There is nothing you can, like pin on him. He is a smart human being. He is so smart.
Mr. Elvis, go and sleep, and then you have a good dream tonight. I mean, thank you so much, my sister. You good, man. I mean, you just brought so many smile on our faces tonight, man.
You are so
thank you
welcome.
So much.
You are so welcome, guys. Listen, we are doing the best. Listen, Obedient Movement. You don't know what you got. We have FBIs. When that lady thing came out, by the time I knew it, boom. The her address, the house address is already out. So there's one thing about APC I also want to tell you guys about. Once you catch them, when they do something wrong, you catch them. You know what they do? They send people to come and threaten you. No, we live abroad. We know the rules. You cannot threaten me. You cannot be a nurse and you're doing something like that. No. We can't take that. Yeah, she needs to maybe get her license book or something. Okay. Right. So we are it. Yeah.
Thank you.
So don't please
come some more. Come talk some more. Come talk some more over here. We need you over here.
Or our number to you straight away.
We need you over here. Come talk some more.
Also maybe sister Rita too. I want to talk to her too, because I know I have some folks in Canada who are also like doing some nasty stuff over there. We need to deal with them too. Okay. We need our country to be good. Yeah, we need our country to be good. So we need to do all the best that we can, to curtail all these things. We can't stay here and then our families are back home, they're suffering. No. We want everything to be good so we can be proud of Nigeria,
Exactly.
Right. Thank you so much for letting me talk. I appreciate it.
God bless you. Thanks for calling in. Okay then. Good night. Bye.
Mr. Elvis, go sleep. You get good dream tonight, man. I mean, this lady and Madame Nena. God bless it. I mean, I keep telling you, see, one thing we need to understand, this is not a hate movement like that. Let me not go back to that guy earlier. This is not hate movement. This is a movement that we are trying to make sure that our country becomes one of the best country of the world. We have the resources to make Nigeria the best country of the world. And some people will sit down somewhere. I mean, this lady, she just brought so many smile and so many. Oh man, I'm so, and that's why you see most of this APC they just use their tout myopic knowledge to deal with educated people. Is it Madam Rita you want to challenge with her eloquent speech, or Madam Nina or Omoyes Corner, or Alex or CM? It's not brag. It's about people that have open mind, seeking for the betterment of their country. And people will sit down somewhere. You live in Germany, and you want to support one drug baron as your president. Come on, people. I mean, only God can bless you and your family and all that you've been doing. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Madam Rita, I know you're in the comment section. Thank you so much, ladies. God bless you all, and Nigeria will be better in our days, not behind us, in our own days. In our days.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. I can see we got a missed call from Madam Florence Amorige. Let me quickly call her back if she is available to quickly talk to us. Okay. I'm not sure she's available right now. Okay. Let me move on to the next person right here on the panel. Okay, everybody wait there. Don't talk apart from Mazi. Mazi Obona, thank you very much for joining us. Okay, before I come back to you, Mazi. Okay, she's calling back now. Okay, thank you very much, madam. Good evening to you. You called earlier on, so that's why I was calling back.
Yeah, yeah. I called back because the last caller happens to be from my city too. So I was trying to say that, hey, I'm over here. But
Okay.
then it was nice to hear that somebody from my city actually, Madam Nena also lives. I heard her say she lives in Union. I'm in the next town over. So that's great. Yeah. And I'm quite sure other people I wouldn't want to mention because not everybody wants their location to be known.
Yeah.
So I'll keep that to myself for now. This is what I wanted to say. Let's not forget about the protest at the White House tomorrow. We're quite like about 5 hours from Washington D.C., so we will not be able to make it. But if anybody knows of anyone happening in New York, which is just the next city over, I'm quite sure I'll be able to make it to that one. Just because in the past over the years, I've always been protest in New York, in Nigeria House in New York, and also at the UN. That's where I personally got to meet Sowore in 2012. So after that said, what I want to say is this, guys, let us not sit back, okay, and think that we're dealing with children here. We're dealing with old people who have their hands soiled with, they've done a lot of atrocity. Now, these people have been, they are billionaires. Why? Because they have been able to perpetrate evil on the people over the years. They are filthy rich. We're talking about people who have bastardized the government, people who have made billions. Why? Because they sell oil, they have oil blocks, they sell all our natural resources that they are handy day. You think they're going to sit down and just let somebody just come and win and work? It doesn't work like that. What am I saying? Let us expect more. This is just the beginning, okay? This is just the beginning. What you guys have heard in the last 2 days with the guy in the plane saying obedience and stuff like that, which now turns out to be a fraud. And then this other one now so what am I saying? Just let's brace up. Let's brace up for more. In fact, hopefully it doesn't get to the point where anybody's life is threatened. But let's not even think it won't get to that, because it will. Between now and that May 29, a lot is going down. And we should be steps ahead. We shouldn't be acting like kids, thinking that this is a child's play. It's not a walk in the park. So we have to be steps ahead. Before they think it, maybe we don't think And that's why when that young man came out a couple of weeks ago, Chima, I think his name is, the one that said, wherever they are, use your, record their conversations. Let there be, what I'm saying? Let there be some kind of surveillance all over the world. That young man knew what he was talking about. Because guess what? That same thing when that young boy talked, maybe we do, they are now doing it. They took his advice. That's why they are now doctoring tapes of conversations.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly.
They
it be like something they play. Yeah, it's like we're playing. we are playing. I'm telling you, we are playing. And then the momentum, before you know it, that's like somebody said, the momentum is going down. It's going down. It's going down. So, but God will help us. That's all I can say. Because this one now is, we have people that are known riggers. Oshomole, they take Oshomole play, come talk of the rest of them. These people are kingpins. Look, did you hear what that Haji said the other time? That Buhari's government is being run by cabal. Do you know what a cabal is? Do you know the true definition of a cabal? That means they have everything in place to do whatever, undo and undo.
They have captured the country.
Obedience, exactly. They have us in a chokehold. When somebody puts you for chokehold, when they wrestle, you can't breathe. You can't breathe, and that is now the strategy they brought out now, and it's going to get worse.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, madam, for calling in. God bless you. Okay, let us hear from the last person on the panel, Mazid Ogbona. Thank you for your patience with us. Please talk to us. Good evening to you. Or good morning.
It's morning. Good morning to you, sir.
Thank
you. Well done. Because I'm in Nigeria and I think you're in UK.
Okay, now Nigeria, they joined us from this time.
Yes. I've been watching you. I've been listening to you. Day wide. In fact, I wake up now and just check my YouTube. I still there. I say, let me try whether we enter, because I used to try to enter. It's not easy to get this to this Nigeria Watch platform. Thank you, my brother.
It's good to have you here. Where for Nigeria they join us from?
Ade Bado.
Okay. The man they call from my state, is a regular customer.
Okay. We used to talk on Omoye's corner. Have you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're done. Ade Bado, Ade Oyo State.
Oh, okay. All right, talk to us. Thank you.
Yes, so I can't wake up. I see, say you people still there awake. I say, wow, this Niger something. It dey pain everybody. Me too, where they here now. No light, nothing. Even when they bring the light, I don't know how many hours it stayed. So I just say, make I plug my phone so that if I wake up, I can see battery to talk to my people over there, because I used to join Omoye. So as I wake up now, no light. I said, okay, let me try check whether they don't bring the light when I was sleeping. And I check, there's still battery on my phone. I said, okay, let me dive in. Thank you very much. Nigeria case is not easy to know. Since I was born, we are told that Nigeria is going to be better. It's going to be better. I don't know when it's going to be better. Now I don't grow now. I don't born children. I still tell my children that Nigeria is going to be better. If I no fight now, waiting I go tell my children. Waiting my children go tell their own children. So this country now, I don't know. We're just moving one step ahead, million step backward. When APC was coming, we thought that all the Sheba, where they shout, say na better thing they come. I don't know, say na from fire to fire. So see all those men who run with them. When some of them joined them from PDP that time, they were saying, I jumped to safety. We don't know another cabal they won't go institute. Where we say if they come to even strangle us to death. It's even getting worse every day. Worse. I don't know. People where they there now, the way where they do, the way where they talk. If this election went past now, I did Lagos they work. I say I must go vote too, because I know say P2B and the person where they okay for this election. I travel back to Ibadan. The day of election, can't see people where they say they don't even see better food chop that they fight for, because say now our own. I need to fight for. So the thing marveled me. I said, what kind of people is we get conscious? So I don't know. Consider they put us say we don't get our money there for bank, we don't fit collect them. Instead they will go die for them. Instead they go carry ballot box for them. Instead they go kill people. Instead they go wound people. because of these people. I don't know how much they give you. For Lagos, they don't even allow people to even breathe there. So my brothers and sisters, are they hello now for day, for night, anytime you are there talking about Nigeria? We were there here, we don't see finish. We don't see and finish. The thing they prepare us like. We thank God for all of us.
Manzi Ogbona, my question is that what is the situation like right now? I know you are joining us from Ibadan.
Yes.
In Nigeria in general, what is happening? Because over this broad daylight robbery and all that, what is the reactions of Nigerians now, or what is the expectant of Nigerians?
My own expectant may be different from other ones because majority of the people, we are in Yoruba land. They talk saying Omowa, they must be there. And why they go give Igbo? I can't they think, see, which people be this one when they talk like this? Are you people okay? Some of us self, maybe when we go school self, they talk like say they never even pass through school. The kind of brain where they use, I don't know. And you see them, they don't get better clothes, they don't eat better food. Okay, I've been there. What do you gain from Omowa? Your children's school fees is still high. There's no light. There's no good thing. Money is releasing value every day. You still there. They call Omowa. This one now come now. So I entered motor one day going to East. The girl is going for a youth call for East. I was telling her that why you vote for Buhari then, 2014, that because Oshobajo is from them and it's from Rizdim. You imagine how people think. So now everybody is going to his or her business, waiting to the time of inauguration of Ashiwaju. But me, and I'm talking now. I'm inside my room, one corner talking. But though we have a obedient group, this thing that we used to go to the meeting, talk, chat, all the whole information, all the information that we are getting from other places. We are seeing it there. But as we did now, we cannot even protest. We are not doing any protest here, to tell you the fact. I only heard of Abuja and Nasarawa. Then the one they did here at Lagos was because I heard the day you were talking about it was those Kabu Kabu people that are complaining that they are still charging them high price. So it's not supposedly because of what happened to our man Peter Obi. So which we know that is the one that won the election. But our man say we should wait, we should keep calm. We're waiting as they have gone to court. That is a better way to pursue the issue. So we are waiting. Everybody is calm here, going about his or her business. Thank God that they've released the naira again. We are buying.
Okay, is the new naira circulating right now?
It's not the one that we are using, and the new one at the same time, but the old one is more than the new one.
But people are accepting the old one already.
Sure. Everybody is accepting it.
Okay, but is the naira is it available?
It's available now.
Oh,
it's available.
Good.
The POS people that used to cut our yes, yeah, they're now collecting, I think, 15 naira per 1,000. So, but I say I'm not going to buy anything. If I don't have it on ATM, I rather stay. So until everything died down. But it's available now in every corner. People that are doing POS that doesn't have cash before, they have it now. So my brother, I really thank you because I used to join you every time, but to enter this your studio, I know say that 10 people always they always did there to join. I try, you go stay me say studio don't finish, you don't full. This one why I join now. I know say because
Thank you.
people might don't go.
Thank you. I appreciate you,
So thank you very much.
Mazi Ogbona. God bless you. If you want to join us here, you come very early. We start here every day, 7 p.m. Sorry, 6 p.m. Nigerian time. So you
Okay.
can come on time, but it's very, very competitive though. Because in
Yes,
our only
yes.
10 sport we get is very competitive. But if you come on time, and because we normally announce before we post out the link, so now first we grab and first and the first enter. But
Sure.
nevertheless, just keep trying, and it's very, very good to have you here today. God bless you, my brother.
Thank
Thank you.
thank thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Well done.
All right. All right, my people. I appreciate every one of you. It's been a long day. I can see more people are trying to join the panel. It don't do more gonna go sleep.
Uh,
Like go sleep. We've been here. It's been a long day. I
They don't
appreciate
want me to sleep again.
I don't know. See, people are still trying. If anybody come up for this screen now, let's go. Your enter. I see say 10 people are trying to come in. So I beg anybody with this screen, Mona never come out. I beg. Mona never. Mona, you
You
they
don't
make
you
I
don't go
end
feed
the
you you
show.
don't go feed you night vigil.
No,
Have you
make
night
I end the
vigil?
show. Make una
My
your this
brother,
screen.
go
Make I
sleep.
end the show like this
Nigeria
because
go better for our days by God's grace.
if anybody
amen.
your
No,
go now, another person go enter. Then another topic does start. I beg Oga
that's it.
Madam with the backstage with the chair come. Imola go sleep. You don't reach time to sleep. Kai.
Uh,
Wow. It is
Nigeria
weird though.
situation not allow anybody to sleep again. That
We
sleeping
all
moranya they do now.
Yeah, we always smile at the end of the day by God's grace. Let's
Sure.
continue to push. And for those of you in America tomorrow for the White House rally protest, please update us. We don't have anybody right there that is going to cover the protest for us. But if anybody want to work for us tomorrow or carry us along, please let us know. If not, record and also send to us. We can showcase it on our evening show tomorrow. But let's see how it goes. Anything can change before the protest. Who knows? But meanwhile, I see people calling in. I'm sorry, it's too late to pick calls now. Thank you very much, everybody. I cannot satisfy everybody. That's the thing. Sometimes I try all my best to satisfy everyone or carry everybody along. It's not easy. Please, we can't pick calls anymore. And we can't accept anybody to the panel anymore. I beg everybody with this could be the lock come out. You're good like this. So anyway, yes, let me quickly acknowledge some of you on the comment section. And Best, thanks once again for choosing to be a member of this platform. And Organovo DB, thanks for the super chat. God bless you. I really do appreciate you all. Mother of all, Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy. Thanks for all you do for us here. Innocent Oka, I can see you right there. Blessing Chukuka, thank you, thank you, thank you. Madam Rita, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I can see you really spent time for conversation today, Madam Rita. Thank you so much. And I can see Lady DD, thank you. Benis Peterson, I can see you right there. Thank you very much, Christopher. AJ thank you. God bless you, all my people. Uh, Princess Marcos, can see you there. Thank you. And I can see Ephrata Catfish Farm, Nigeria. Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless every one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I can see Emeka Ibe Magnus. Thank you, my people. God bless you all. Okay, make a round up now. I will draw the curtain. Please help us to share, press the like button, and help us to share and endeavor to join us by 6 p.m. tomorrow evening. But probably we're going to be on air before 6 p.m. because of the protest that is coming up. So let's see how we can strategize and put things together to stream it live from here. So let me make one or two contacts for that. But meanwhile, appreciate you all. Now, here now we'll draw the curtain. Good night, my people. And sweet dreams to everybody. Make I talk like that. Bye for now. Thank you. Now, so
I agree, Madam Rita.
yes, so
You are a firebrand. You provoke the unprovocable. Guy.
Madarita. Yes, so Madarita, make her not let Madarita verse. She verse everywhere. All right, but she have a soft heart. She can forgive easily. All right, my people. Good night, my people. Now, now good job. Because if I leave Victor now it will just start second episode. Nah. I better make a quick end this show. Good night.
Now lie you talk there.
Momo láti sọ̀rọ̀. I no dey do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love, oh. Kó jẹ́ bísàbísà. Ká máa bára wa lò nínú ìfẹ́ kan Akànbí. I no dey do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love, oh.
I go show you love, oh. Ká máa bára wa lò nínú ìfẹ́ kan.
But I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love, oh, I go show you love, eh. Ká má bára wa lò nínú ìfẹ́ kan.
I no dey do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love, oh, I go show you love, oh. Ká má bára wa lò nínú ìfẹ́ kan.
I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Oh. Tó bá ti sanwó fún Ṣẹ́gun Nàbí o. Ẹ fẹ́ jókù. Alákọ̀bí. Ṣẹ́gun Nàbí. Alákọ̀bí. Sábà mẹ́la. Anybody? Any bo. Anybody? Mo ló ń folú, ó gbà mí bó ṣe rí mi láti finishi. Délé mo ló ń folú, ẹ jẹ́ ń sọ̀rọ̀. Délé o.
You are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar that holds my life. Master Jesus, you are the pillar that holds my life.